I spoke to somebody that was in Brazil just last week, and they're going to the school of Marcos Witt called Cancion down there. And they said, oh, we just read a book called Corazón de Campeón, and it's changing our lives. And we took that book, and my parents aren't saved. And this person's a singer, and they said, you know, I'm wanting to win my parents to the Lord, and this book is changing. And I said, well, guess what? I said, next week, I'm going to have the guy that helped produce the movie of Corazón de Campeón. They're like, we can't wait till the movie comes to Brazil and you have it in Portuguese. And there's people waiting for the launching of this movie.
Right.
And we have the original copy here. We got to watch it. And I just share what your future is with this. And it's your first movie, and you had some major people call you.
This was my first time directing a movie, and it was 8 months of directing, and it was a challenge. It was a challenge. But we did it with the resources we had, and we opened it up in our city, and it just, I mean, every theater, every seat, there were people in the aisles, everything was sold out, every show was sold out, and it's about to hit DVD next month, so.
Well, we're gonna show a trailer of that movie, and so y'all can see it. I mean, it's just amazing what God's doing in your life. And I saw when I went down to Saltillo a few years ago, you were already learning how to develop websites, and now I went down and it's just amazing. I saw your websites, and you're just being taught by God, I believe.
Yes.
I just believe you're an open vessel, and God uses open vessels, and you're willing, and who better to be taught by than God, and learn how to read the Bible, you know. So Joel, we're gonna have a look at the trailer of Corazón de Campeón. In English, that's Heart of a Champion, and after the trailer, we'll hear the rest of Joel's testimony.
Pensé que no estabas durmiendo en tu casa.
Sí, me estuve quedando estos días con mi mamá porque no me gusta quedarme sola en la casa cuando mi esposo anda de viaje. Pero ya llega mañana y me voy para preparar todo. Y además, pues, ¿qué podría pasarme?
Now that you've seen the trailer of Corazón de Campeón, we want to make sure we give credit where credit's due. Sonny, would you share a little bit how the movie went and the people that were behind this?
Well, actually, Joel and I, we've been working ever since we were in Durango and Saltillo with a friend of mine, John Varican, which is also the pastor of our church. He was the director of our ministry, and he's the one that actually wrote the book, Corazón de Campeón. And we got a friend of ours, which also got saved through Joel Vallie. A friend of ours, Juan Carlos, wrote the script, and Joel directed it with some other friends, producing it and helping out with the movie. And that's kind of how we came to everything that we did, working as a team together. And, you know, that's how kind of Joel and I are still connected, still working together.
Y'all did this with one single camera.
Yeah, one camera, hardly any money. So with God, anything can be done.
Joel, I want you to do something. I want you to talk to the young people all over the world. And there's a lot of young people out there that are hurting. They've been on drugs. I have never heard a story like yours. I don't know what I'd do if my mom and dad walked in and put a couple shotguns and said, let's go rob at a 7-Eleven, you know. But I want you to talk to them and just talk to them straight and say what God can do for them.
It's basically this. It doesn't matter where you are, where you come from, what you've done. God has a purpose and He has a plan for every one of you guys. And all you have to do is really surrender your life to Him and let Him do the work. Just take it one day at a time. Take it, you know, just baby steps. And I guarantee you, He will get you further than any doctor or any professionalist or psychiatrist or whatever the world is offering you. God has something better for you. Just give your life to Him today. And that's basically what I can say to you.
Well, Joel, we want the kids out there to know it doesn't take a long time. This can happen quickly. And Sonny, you know the integrity behind this show. We're trying to get the word out there, and we've had so many special guests on here from all kinds of walks of life. We want people to give. We want people to get blessed, and we want to thank you for your letters and your prayers and your support. But Sonny, I want you to just share with the people about living to give.
Well, I really believe, you know, we grew up as missionary kids, my brother and I, and of course my whole family and stuff, and we grew up living by faith and not suffering. I mean, there was hard times, but we grew up living by faith. And I really believe that when you invest your finances and you invest everything you've worked for and you have money, you want to invest it somewhere. And sometimes we want to invest it somewhere where it's easy just to get rid of it, just to put it in somewhere so we feel good. But God asks us to give our money, to put it in places where we know that we're sowing seed, where we know that we're going to get a harvest. And here on this show, we're bringing on different guests and stuff like that, my brother is. And we came up from Mexico, Saltillo, we're living down there, and we want to give people opportunities to hear these testimonies, but from different parts of the world. We travel so much. Joel and I have been on all kinds of trips, missionary trips together, and we invest 100% of our finances in what we do. And if you really believe in a show like this and creating your future, creando tu futuro, if you really believe in something like that, and God puts it on your heart, send an offering here, be a part of the show financially, pray for the show, pray for the guests that come on the show, and pray for the people that are being touched by this show.
Yes.
And I really believe that God will bless you when doing that, because everywhere that God has told me to put my finances, I've been abundantly blessed.
Thank you for your prayers and financial support. We appreciate those who have given. We appreciate your prayers. We appreciate the people that have come up here. I thank Joel and Sonny for coming up from Mexico. I know you left your wife and your new baby to come up here and share on the show. And we want to keep the show on the air. So we want you to know every penny, every single dollar that is given goes right back into the lives of these people. And we want to change people's lives. That's why this show is called Creating Your Future. We ask y'all to tune in next week on Creating Your Future.
In his book, Living Beyond the Possible, Wayne Myers reveals how to trust God in our finances and future. Taken from his own experiences as a missionary in Mexico, Wayne demonstrates unrelenting obedience and devotion to the Lord Jesus Christ. Receive your copy today with a gift of $20 or more to Creating Your Future. Thank you for your prayers and financial support as we continue to broadcast the gospel in your area and beyond.
Next week on Creating Your Future.
When we're so young, we think we're infallible and we don't take care of what we know we need to take care of. We know it in our head, but we don't put it to use in our doing.